Hello, guys. This is going to be a short one. At least I hope so, because I don't want to talk too long, and I have a few things that I want to do. Okay. So, from what I know, my youngest sister, who still goes to high school, doesn't leave the high school until 4, which is good. And, whatever. Oh, I just remembered something. But anyway, okay. So, once my sister leaves at my older sister leaves for work at 2. My father will leave as well, and my mother will leave at 2:30. So hopefully everything will be fine. Anyway, because of the reason why. Okay, it's a few things that I really want to do. Okay, so my comrade John, he likes a lot of stuff that I like. Like, we usually agree on a lot of stuff, but the thing is, as much as we do agree on a lot of stuff, he's black. And now there's nothing wrong with being black. Just drop my deodorant. See, there's nothing wrong with being black. Hey, whatever. Everyone's different and all that stuff. But the thing is, he has different races have different cultures that they find funny because they're just used to it. Because I don't really know how it happened, but you grow up with something, you become conditioned to like it, and his father, John's father, was really proud of his ethnicness, because I remember, and I know I've already said this before, so I'm not going to go too far into it, but I think he got John 3 different books about African Americans. Here's the thing: an African American is a guy, a black guy who was born in America, or wait, hold on, or okay, so an African is a guy who's born in African. An African American is a guy who was born in, is a guy who's black who's born in America. But is African American racist because you're saying you from Africa? Because you don't call someone. Wait, hold on. Wait. Because I'm about to say Chinese American, but what people usually think about Chinese Americans is the girl from Kill Bill. Now, Chinese American is because her mother was American, and her father was Chinese. So wait, hold on, and that's not the case for John. So it's African American. Well, John's black. Anyway. But there was a thing. It wasn't Roots, but there was books, and there was also Malcolm X and all that stuff. So he made his son not watch that, but read that. Anyway, but then John has this certain type of comedy where he really likes, the comedies that are demographically more directed towards, black people and all that stuff, Tyler Perry and all that stuff. I mean, it's not to say that, white people or whatever sort of, race that you are can like the films, because I'm sure they're pretty nice. Though I have to admit, I probably would not like them because apparently they're really overly dramatic. There's all this comedy, but then all of a sudden it's really about rape and and stuff. It's women's right. Anyway, I don't know. I don't like that kind of. I don't like it when it's just overly dramatic, because it's unrealistically dramatic. I understand, Titanic, not really much of a comedy, really dramatic. It's not it's dramatic, there's drama in it, but it's not overly dramatic, I mean, the whole thing about Jack and Rose dying and all that stuff. Well, not Rose not dying, but at the very end, it's a little too much. But most of it's yeah, I can believe the whole "I just met you, call me maybe" type of deal. But anyway, you just don't get that style of comedy. Anyway. So we do anyway, I was talking about John and I, comparing us to of what we actually like, because we both like How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, there's something wrong. with my thing. Hold on. I don't know. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so see, my pop filter that I have on right now, if you probably have noticed, has like a clamp that you tighten. You tighten around something that's like that could be just about an inch wide, and you clamp it on there. And I clamp it on the drawer. You know, like you pull out the drawer, and like you at the very top, you can clamp on that. Anyway, I had the clamp not positioned right, so like it kept on tipping. I was like, what the heck? Anyway, so yeah, we like quite a bit of the same stuff. We like we like animation. We like manga and all that stuff. Well, I mean the Japanese, graphic novels and all that. But he can't read manga. He can't do it. So, and he hasn't finished Bleach, like the anime of Bleach, and he hasn't even started on the manga of Bleach. And apparently Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan season 2 hasn't even been confirmed on about a date. And the thing is, along with Claymore, because he liked Claymore, and he fairly liked Claymore. The thing is, he's not gonna read it, no matter what I do. Like I've tried I got him to read Naruto. Thank God, that was like 100 chapters for him that he had to read. So good for him. Though these past 2-3 chapters he hasn't, 2-4 chapters he hasn't read. So like I'm getting kind of like this feeling that I want to do the chapters of Attack on Titan and Claymore, because Claymore's really good. I like Claymore. And okay, this is a little spoilish. Attack on Titan kind of became into a political thing, because it really went from like, oh, this is really, really cool, all these powers, now we just gotta fight all that. It was really like this. The first part was like a good one-dimensional story, but now they're adding politicalness to it, and sabotage and all that stuff. It's like kind of swayed to where it was like this huge action thing to, I don't even know what it is. Like Naruto almost got into that when the 5 Gokage summit happened, and they started talking. But all of them have superpowers basically. They're all really powerful. So it wasn't that like we need to talk. But in Attack on Titan, there's quite a bit of talking. Like if there's not like, I don't know, because like the action's really good. It's pretty cool, but God, they talk a lot. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's like kind of like if Death Note had a lot of action, and it kind of like Death Note wasn't that boring. Oh, I guess you can kind of say it was kind of boring after L died. Spoilers. But they didn't. It still felt pretty fast. When you're reading it, it's like, oh my God, all this stuff is happening. But I'm thinking about doing a chapter of Claymore and a chapter of Attack on Titan, and luckily, I was able to. There's a because like I could skip 17 pages in Attack on Titan, because it would be like it's all dark. All you hear is sound, and then all of a sudden it pops up, and then I can bring them right in the middle of the action. I don't have to do the entire chapter. And with Claymore, the thing is, the anime ended differently than it does in the manga. So I don't know, and I really don't think they're gonna do an anime of Claymore, which really sucks. Claymore was really good, and the animation was really good too. Actually, it was probably. Sorry, my dog just came in here and she scared the Jesus out of me. But anyway, I think Claymore and Attack on Titan was probably animated by the same people, because it looks actually really similar. Because Attack on Titan is animated beautifully, which doesn't really make any sense. Because, well, I mean, maybe because they only have like they knew they would only have like 20 chapters, 22 episodes or whatever. I think it was 25. So like they were like, I'm gonna put a lot. Maybe that's why it's taking so long, because they need to put a lot of money in that animation. And like that kind of animation takes like 2 years, and it literally just ended like a year ago. So I don't know. So anyway, but yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about trying to do that, and it's gonna be fun because I want to put some more sound into it, because I think I can do the Titan roar when it's like really low. It's like rah, that kind of stuff. But like it's not, obviously it's augmented vocalness, like with you lower the pitch like heck. So I could probably do that. So that might be kind of fun. And yeah, hopefully I do really nice. But more importantly, when everyone leaves, like, cause I'm not going to work on it right now. Oh, I got to hurry up because I've already been talking for 11 minutes and 15 seconds, starting now. I'm not going to be working on it too long, because I actually do want to play Final Fantasy 13, because I started playing it really early in the morning because Chuchu started crying. Well, not crying, she was whining. And then we took her out. She pooped like a mouse. And my older sister couldn't pick it up because she was like grossed out by it. She was like, oh my God, it's so gross. I'm not going to be able to pick that up. Like, you're going to have to try, because if they find out it's us, we're going to get in trouble. And she didn't. I thought she picked up at least like, 80-90% of it. But turns out it wasn't. It was like 2 kind of globs there that I had to pick up. And the worst thing about that is, Chuchu started whining again at like 10. So I had a walker, and I knew that either she's gonna vomit or she's gonna have to poop again. Thankfully she didn't vomit, but she did poop again. So I picked that up. It was really, really warm, and soupy, but I picked it up. And then I realized when I was walking back, because like I wanted her to urinate too, because she didn't urinate until like it was like 8:10. I really didn't want her to wait until 1:30 or whatever. So anyway, so I waited for her to urinate, and then we walked back. Then I make sure that I picked up the other bit. So first of all, I had to pick up the soupiness that she gave me. At least for when my older sister when she was walking. Oh my God, that's another thing. Anyway, but at least for when she was walking, it wasn't that soft. It still had shape. It was softer than usual, but it still had shape, which means the consistency was more solid. And here's another thing. When I started to walk, when my older sister walked her this morning, she was like, oh, I can't pick it up. It's like, you're going to have to pick it up or you're going to get in trouble. And she's like, well, then you hold on to her. And then I did. And then she pulled on to me. So I actually had to walk her the rest of the way, which was like 3/4. I had to walk her 3/4 of the way. It was horrible. Then I had to walk her again, as I said, by myself. And that's when I had to pick up again, and then I had to do a double cleanup because of her. And then I came back. Oh, I think she's better now, which is, good. She doesn't eat when she's sick, which is, in my opinion, I think you should don't eat when you're sick, because you're gonna be like, oh, I'm so weak, I need to eat something. No, just sleep it off. When you wake up and you actually feel better, you have something. You have a little bit of water, and like bread or something, or crackers. And then that's what you have. So anyway, then I came back in here, and then mother and father started talking. So I was like, I can't play Final Fantasy 13, so I left. And yeah, so after this, and when I start rendering it, I'll because I don't think my sister's gonna come on the laptop. She shouldn't. I'll start playing Final Fantasy 13. But the thing is, my dog just came in here, and I don't want to disturb her, so that sucks. And then Yeah. And then, when everyone's gone, I'm by myself. Then I'm going to do what I need to do for uh, um, the thing, the abridged episode. And I want to do the Titan Roar, which if you haven't seen Attack on Titan, you probably should. It actually is, well, See, here's the thing. I'm a little annoyed by anime now because because anime itself has become a cliche. I hate the whole young people doing dangerous things and being out completely fine. I hate the fact that 30-year-old people are playing little kids, which just happened in Final Fantasy 13. Like, Hope and Snow were going through this alleyway, and this little kid was like on the ground crying, and she was like 6 maybe. And Hope was like, "Here, I'll help you out." And again, Hope is like 16 years old. And the guy who was playing him was actually 18 years old at the time, I think. But he still sounded like, "Hey, kid, let me help you out." It was like annoying. Oh, my God. And then the kid spoke up, was like, get away from me. I'm like, what the why do you sound like that? Actually get a child. I mean, how many people were working on the game? How many people were working on the sound? The dubbing or whatever. One of those people had kids. One of those people had a girl child who was like 6 years old, who could have done it. They didn't need someone who was 22. I'm so annoyed by that. It's so annoying. And also I'm annoyed is about how, okay, I'm not trying to be racist and all that stuff, but it's going to be racist. And, obviously when you can tell it's going to be racist when someone says, I'm not trying to be racist here. I'm so annoyed by the Japanese and how they talk and how they be dramatic. Everything needs to... Yeah, literally. Okay, example. Another thing for Final Fantasy 13. Hope, the kid, after the girl went away, Snow did like a huge explosion. Explosion made this barrier between the people and them, which who are l'Cie and people don't like them and all that stuff. The little girl who was on the other side now had a stuffed animal and she left it there. By Hope, and then Hope grabbed it. So you see him walking by, and you think he's just gonna grab it, but he goes, "Sorry," and then he puts it down. How it's so annoying. It is so annoying. You don't need to breathe that loud. And here's another thing. In the game, there are moments when you have to, okay, it's not going to sound right, but if you ever played the game, you totally know what I'm talking about. There's moments where you can jump onto things to get somewhere else. It's like, just, it's like, literally, it's just like a continuation of the level, but it's like, you go at a different part, and you jump on things to get over there, and... it's really no big deal. It's like usually 3 seconds of doing it. It's just, something cool. It's just level design. It's cool looking. But here's the thing. You jump like 20 feet in the air and you jump first of all, you're jumping on ice from time to time and plants and rubble. And I saw Lightning, the main character, do a triple front flip and then land. And then the cutscene after that was like, "What are you doing? We can't jump like you. I'm not, I don't know if I can do that." It's like, what are you talking about? I've seen you jump 30 feet in the air. You can do this. And then they're always tired all the time. Hope, the little, he's 16 years old or whatever. Every single time there's a cutscene, he falls down and goes, and then Lightning's like, "Are you tired? I just need a break." "Well, there's no breaks here, kid. We're l'Cie." And it's just, it annoys me so much. Anyway. So, I want to get back to that. So, I'm going to leave now, hopefully. And then I'm going to quickly do what I need to do for the oh, I don't know if I'm gonna take a shower though. I probably should because I probably should. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna run to the thing. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 13. When the people come back and my sister leaves and my mother's here, I'm gonna watch YouTube. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take a really really quick shower. And then I'm gonna come out. And then 20 minutes later she's gonna leave. And then once she leaves, I'll do what I need to do. Oh, speaking of which, my mother might get from the Red Box Captain America 2, Winter Soldier, and Spider-Man 2, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. And here's the thing: I'm annoyed by Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's because, okay, in the first movie, and it's really the stupid thing, but Andrew Garfield's hair looks like it has a buzz cut on the sides, and it looks like he literally just got a haircut. Unless there's a scene in the movie that he gets a haircut, I'm going to be annoyed the entire time. I know it's stupid and completely irrelevant and all that stuff, but god dang it, I hate it when people have buzz cut hairs and you just think that's how their hair looks like. It's just so annoying. I'm going to look it up right now, see if I'm like, maybe I just saw it in the trailer. Peter. I spelled Peter wrong with 2 T's. Did not mean to do that. Okay, now I'm going to look. Nope. Yeah, it's just buzzed. How stupid is that? No one's hair keeps looking. In the first one, he had longer hair and it looked like it was a couple of weeks growth, but in this one it looks like it's so short. It's not that short, and his sideburns are completely square. Like no one. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying, yeah. In the first one, he had locks. Again, I know that sounds really really weird, but it's true. He had like these. And god, it's just so annoying. Because like the thing is, and it really annoys me is because of how. Because it annoys me because I'm distracted by this picture where it's like Gwen, Emma Stone, and Peter Parker. They're like sitting next to each other. They're like holding on to each other epically or whatever, and then their faces are changed by Nicolas Cage. Anyway, but the thing what annoys me is because that there's few weeks of acting, and it goes like week by week, and there's post production. They have to get everything ready and all that stuff. So it's like three months of on and off acting, and that means he had to get a haircut every single time, and it's just so annoying that you don't. Unless the first scene is him getting a haircut, I'm gonna be very upset, because god dang it, it's just very upsetting. Anyway, and I know I shouldn't be upset, but and then with Winter Soldier, actually I don't think anything's wrong with that. Though I have spoiled it for myself. Well, no, I didn't spoil it for myself. Someone else spoiled it for me. And it was just like, was it Honest Trailers, when they were doing an Honest trailer of the movie that just came out, and they said something like the evil guy, who the Winter Soldier was actually one of Captain America, Steve Rogers' friend from World War II. Like, come on, guys. People haven't seen the movie. There's so many movies out there that are, like, really well known that people haven't even seen. Like The Godfather. I haven't seen any of them. I want to, but I don't have the time. Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Famous movie. Haven't seen it. Gone with the Wind. I actually don't want to watch that one. But, there's all these Aliens. Haven't seen it. All this stuff. All these plot, twist kind of movies. I can't think of anyone though, but there's movies out there that with twists. What are you whining? What? Sorry, she was whining. I swear to God, if she has to go to the bathroom, I'm going to be very upset because I'm going to walk her again. What? Here's your toy. Here's your... Okay. Anyway, so I should probably be leaving now. I need to find something to eat, though. What? I took you out twice. This is what I have to deal with. This is why I can't get a job. That I can't leave and go walk because I want to have fun. Because of her. Because if I don't take care of her, she can't go to the bathroom. No one's going to take her out. She's going to throw up on the floor. Okay, I need to end this now. So 10:05 p.m. 9/10/2014. This is Aaron signing off. I haven't talked to John in 4 days. Kind of upsetting because he has only like 9 more days until he leaves, and there's like 4 of those days is him just traveling, and he won't talk to me at those times. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. That's it.